Oh no, it's lost the stream.
Neil, I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you, Neil.
No, it's the stream's gone down. Shit.
I cannot hear you, Neil.
Can't hear Neil.
I can hear Neil.
I can hear Neil.
You guys are the worst.
Joking aside, guys, the stream's gone down again.
But
Well, I see us live right now.
I see it. Yeah, we look live. We look live.
except for how funny you are.
No, joking aside, I'm not kidding now. I'm genuinely serious. Stream's gone down. Can you actually?
We can see,
the stream.
Right.
Yeah.
Can I see
Yeah,
that?
we're live. We are fine. We're fine there.
Yeah, look at the
Might just
comments,
be
Neil.
the
I love it.
Again, refresh it. Just refresh it, Neil.
F5. Right, wait a minute.
Yeah. Guys in the chat, can you hear Neil?
Looks like it. They're laughing.
Hear
No,
Neil?
joking aside, though, you can actually see us.
Yes.
Promise.
we're live on YouTube.
Yes.
We promise you.
I can
My
see us on
stream is
Zoom.
it's completely blank screen.
Neil, I have few spare beds. You can move in. We'll fix all.
F5. Just the button F5, yeah.
Yes, I think so. Or find a refresh on
All right, let me
on the
just
page.
click these three things. Oh, here we go. Right, refresh, reload. That'll do it. Come on, yeah.
Everyone's yes.
Yes,
Audio is
boom.
good except Neil. We cannot hear
There we
Neil.
go.
We don't
Right,
see
I'm
Neil.
ready
Neil is
again.
off.
It's okay. I can see us again. Shatter brick. Shatter brick. Live. 30 seconds in. House brick on my seat. Unbelievable. What a start. Yes, there it is. We are fully live. God, why doeth thou this to me? Tell you what, John. Hey?
Goes right to God, right to the top, right to the top of the
Play
blade.
games. Put your complaints in. I'm like, what the hell? The hell? Oh, mate. Anyway, let's not stand on ceremony. Let's get things cracking. We got Rolly Ray, technical director, in the mother fluffing house. We've got Western Survivor in tow, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest beef jerky on planet Earth. And this stream could have gone down there, but oh no. No, Western Survivor could have died for that. www.westernsurvivor.ca, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the fix. Show 105. If you're just joining us and you're wondering what the house brick is on my seat, I shot it. Literally, moments ago, I lost the stream twice. 2 times. Bad. Rolly, just light your face up again as you did there, son.
Like this?
Yeah, have you damaged your, have you got punched in the beak there, mate?
No, my immune system is just dying. I think the whole traveling, I'm just dying inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
The bad AIDS.
yeah, it's like super AIDS.
Yeah.
I got back, I got rid of my running nose in Arizona 3 days before we left. 1 day after getting back, everything is back. Like last week was pretty much thrown out for me. So I think it's too much traveling. So last 2 trips, and then I'm going to take a break.
You know what you should do? You should just get out the shirt and the belt and just lay it across your face.
Yeah, I need it for the events.
Just lay it across your face, mate. It'll be like the golden fleece. You'll
Yeah.
immediately be healed. Hopefully it doesn't give you more youth because, but you got plenty of that, son. Youth's not a problem. You do not need the fountain of youth.
No, I am the fountain of youth.
You are the fountain of youth. Yeah, that's how it is.
I am.
Ryan needs to just have a quick run in you. And, and Engin needs
You come to my house. I go to Brisbane, and then we come back. You're like 10 years younger, and I'm 44% stronger. Like, okay, 12%, 12, 11.
I used to be slim, and I've got a back tit older than you.
Hmm.
Oh, real. That's true, mate. Yeah. All right. Now, Sean Brophy flying in. Sean Brophy. Sean, will you send me your, will you email me, mate, on Supernatural Strength Channel at gmail.com? Just send me an email and we can have a chat. Because I need to be getting you a shirt over, mate, because you're the man. So let's have a little chat. Find me an email. Let's do this. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a relatively quiet week in the world of arm wrestling. However, moments ago, Rolly Ray was just telling me before the show started that the mighty Jeffrey Hale Esquire was in action again, I believe for the first time yesterday. So tell me about it, stud.
Yes, I catched a little bit of the stream yesterday. They had nationals. United States USAF Federation. So I saw Corey Miller, Simon Baranocha there. I think I'm pretty sure, so I don't know whole results, but I think Jeff won both arms.
Jeff won both arms.
165.
Yeah,
and
75 kilo class.
And
yeah.
175, he won lefty and gets second on righty, and Corey won that match. So Jeff looks
sweet child of mine. In the US Nationals, you can pull more than one class. How's that work?
I don't know.
That's
I don't know
different.
how they got it set up right now.
I love that. I love pulling more than one class. That's like the
In
best thing
nationals.
ever.
I've never seen that on a national. I've never seen that on a national.
Yeah.
For real.
Nationals.
Like Europeans, worlds, you pull a class. You can't. I know. I used to try and say, can I pull up a class as well? No.
Yeah.
You can pull one class and that's it. You can pull up a class, but you can only pull one class. That's how it is. So if that's the case at US Nationals, yeah, it's a different look, different perspective. What can I say? Now, we do have a few things to talk about today. I'm going to whip round as well in a minute to make sure there's nothing that you guys want to cover off, because we got some big news coming, mother fluffers. Big news are coming very soon. But first of all, a couple of super chats just come pinging in right as I said that. John Doe with the super chat. He's put, how rich is Mr. Brophy? I have literally no idea. What are Ryan's chances against Engin? Go Uncle John, go Mr. Pickup. Also Bowen and Ryman's. Listen, let's just cover off the opportunity for Ryan there against Engin. If Ryan cracks Engin, wow. Because stylistically, that's a difficult match for Ryan. Genuinely. Even if Ryan was the stronger man, it's a difficult match stylistically for Ryan. So Ryan doesn't give a toss about winning or losing. He doesn't. To be fair, I mean, I think you're past proving that point, mate. You've had your ass handed to you. You've won matches. You've lost matches. Doesn't bother you. You've got a very, very good attitude to winning and losing.
Love that.
We have, haven't you?
That doesn't bother you.
Let's be honest. Whether you love Ryan or hate Ryan, you cannot deny that. The guy's won and he's lost, and he takes it on the chin.
Where else are you going to take it? I think it's normal arm wrestling environment. You're going to win some, lose some, get destroyed somewhere, win spectacularly. It's just part of, I think Ryan is just showing it to the whole world, and on taking everyone on his journey. And I think this is why so many eyeballs are on him, and enough people want you to succeed, and so many want you to fail. So
value both ways.
Yeah.
It's been an interesting preparation. And when I say preparation, I'm just talking at the moment. I'm just in a mental preparation of deciding where I need to be all in on. Whenever I have a match picked, I go into my headspace and I try to just rehearse the match and just imagine all the shapes. And I try to identify where the critical win or loss moment is in the pressures. And then I try to build the training program around that critical pressure. With Engin, it's hard for me to nail down where it is, because, as Neil, you said, stylistically, it's a tricky match.
Yes.
It's been really challenging. I got on the phone to John Brzenk a couple of days ago saying, John, you just pulled Engin, Engin well, you know what my pressures feel like. What do you think the critical moment is? And I spoke to Bob Brown as well. I've spoken to Lachlan Adair. I've spoken to a whole bunch of people that I really respect that know me well and have an idea. And it's a hard one to nail down. It's not a simple like, oh yeah, here it is.
What did John say, Ryan?
I don't want to say it. This match means so much to me that I know Engin's going to be watching.
Okay.
I need every little bit. I need every little bit for this match.
Ryan, I saw your poll, and I actually was thinking, and I think I even voted on it. Because Engin is very hard opponent, because he's as deadly in a strap without one,
Yes.
So most of the times Engin can lose is because he's so good at controlling the hand and the pronator. If you can stop him maybe in a position where his wrist is flat, maybe you can pull him out of position, kind of, because he's going to go 100% to the side. He will not play here at all. Most likely he will not hook, but getting inside, hooking him is way tougher than anything else. So look at all those things. If you have pronation in any position, even at losing position, if you can stop him there, drain him, I see it. You cannot, I think with Engin, you cannot, with your strengths and your weaknesses, you cannot have like a beautiful match. Like you cannot win it beautiful. You have to go dirty there.
No, well, I mean, the thing is with Engin, why Engin is so difficult, why the man is so difficult to work out is because with a lot of guys, you can isolate one of the disparate elements that go to make their strength, okay? And I'm talking about, I'm not talking about arm, I'm talking about particularly the hand and wrist. Now, with Engin is not actually phenomenally strong like in the cup, in the rise, just in the isolation of the pronator, but in the package of them, in the package of the application of the motion, he may be the best.
And he's not even like, he's not even cupping you that much.
Not at all, no.
From flat wrist.
Flat and just... Yeah. It's the action of him busting you down and back comes from that combination of movement and his timing.
Here and here, and it goes just like this. So if you're trying to cup him, you kind of get open up in position. You will have some empty space. You will not do anything there. So it's I think better to fight him with the flat wrist. If you can,
absolutely, you nail it. You nail it. And that, look, without giving the specific exact grip that I'm going to be looking to take and where I'm going to go off the go, John did have a very similar sentiment. He said, you won't be able to cup him in. You won't be able to force him into a hook. You won't be able to turn his pronation down. He'll stay very stiff. John said of himself, I couldn't force him into a hook if I wanted to. So no,
you there'd have to be a back pressure element there, mate.
Aiming to keep Engin flat will be the objective. Yeah. How we go about doing that, I'll keep close to my chest.
I feel like we're missing your number one opportunity, Engin's number one weakness, which is one of your greatest strengths, and that is the lead up to the match. Right?
Yeah, but he doesn't want to die.
I got to be real careful. I respect Engin so damn much. I go around saying he's the number 2 on the GOAT list. Of statistical achievements, I say he's number 2. So I don't want to disrespect this man in any way. I want it to be a great match, but
win at any cost, Ryan. Win at any cost.
Engin has been flaming me a bit. I'll notice.
The match in Turkey.
Oh yeah.
Like
good luck there.
I'll scale it up proportionally. I have seen Engin throw a few little bits of shade at me. So as that happens, I might ramp it up. But yeah, I got to be careful. That's a tightrope. Tightrope.
I just genuinely think that stylistically, with where you're very well rounded, but where your comfort zone is, where your sweet spot is.
I honestly, I think I'm working
from deep. You know what I mean? You'd have to keep your palm fed in, like in.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make that distance to the hinges really short. You'd have to feed in and match the back pressure, and as it sails across, you'd have to just back it off hard without losing your hand and wrist. And he targets your hand and wrist exceptionally well. So it's not I'm not disrespecting when I say that I don't see it. I think you had a better chance with Bojidar than Engin. Engin's a stylistic horror show. So not even.
I'm truly excited about it. I see it as one of those legacy match opportunities. It's like
what do you have weight limit set there or no?
90 kilos. 90 kilos.
90 kilos. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm currently 92 and a half.
What's Engin right now?
He's about the same. We're both about 92 and a half. So we've got a little bit of fat to drop, but I'll probably stay about where I am, and I'll probably just water cut that because I then want to get back up to 95 for the next thing that happens.
Okay. Oh, Style Giraffen, which I think is my boy Niklas Nannestad. Just let me know if that is in fact the case. But the Style Giraffe, and I think is Niklas Nannestad. Let me know in the chat, and thanks for your super chat. Because as soon as possible, we will get the Steel Giraffe back into the Arm Wars, whether it be Iron House, whether it be something else, we'll get him back. Oh yes, we will get him back. So yeah, thank you for your super chat, mate. Much appreciate that. Nothing on it. Luke Pulsher has just come in with a super chat, and I heard that.
Yeah, Luke, like I turn on the stream, and first thing I see him, he's in a good position, like not a bad position. He kind of moves and pops his bicep tendon. Yeah,
blows, and not in a good way.
Yeah. Well, I sent him a message just to attach it really, really high, and here, somewhere here, and he's solid.
Yeah, and he already had a hell of a hook. But yeah, I'm really sorry to see that's happened to you, Luke. I wish you a full and fast recovery, mate. He's put, hey guys, a bit buggered up, but I'll be back and coming for Ray. He's put, thanks for all the well wishes with everything. I won my Masters and silver pro left. So he obviously had a good day before it went obviously south on him big time.
He had a great day, yeah.
But as Ray said, you know, many guys I know that have done that have come back very, very powerful. So it ain't the end, mates. It ain't the end. So how long are we going to go before we talk about Evan getting cracked?
Right now.
Okay, John, you want to go first?
I just saw that one clip which was amazing, and everyone knows which clip I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, we're in ape on the first pin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Have I missed something overnight? Whilst I was sleeping, did Evan get cracked? Is that what happened?
Yeah, he pulled Austin Jaggers yesterday. Well, let's be honest.
I got to look this up.
Very, very big, solid dude. And I mean, what does he weigh, Austin? 300 pounds or something? He's a big lad, isn't he?
I think he's just under 3, if I remember correctly. And Evan is probably 240 to 250, somewhere in there, depending on how much he ate that day.
And he looked visibly much smaller, Evan, didn't he, in the match? Yeah. When you looked at the lads, I stayed up late to watch it. Now, Evan's obviously got a rock solid left. He's left favoured, like yourself, left biased and dominant. But the vicious rumour was that Austin is actually also a lefty, but it's not broadcast. Is this correct?
I'm not 100% sure. Usually, we have had Austin on a couple times on the shows. Unfortunately, on the shows Beers with Bad Company, I do things that make me not remember all of the show. So I'm not 100% sure on that. But what I do know is that the contrast of the match went from super confident, and then by the time the match came around, we saw Austin Jaggers kill everybody at the Arnold, and then we saw him kill everybody at Kentucky Muscle. So by the time we were last week, it was kind of like, oh, this size differential might be something, but you can never rule out Evan because of the shenanigans. And obviously shenanigans worked in round 1.
Well, yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Evan's got a solid left anyway.
Yeah, no doubt.
His left is no bum arm.
Yeah.
I mean, his right's no bum arm, but his left is solid as hell. Everybody I've spoken to tells me his left is really serious. You know, I spoke with Rob Vigent and he said, yeah, Evan's got a great left. Number of people have said he's got a really rock solid left. I've never pulled him on the left, but I know he's solid there. So for him to lose the match, obviously shows that Austin's got some pedigree. And from what I saw there was a significant strength disparity. You know, Austin is clearly in a bit of a purple patch right now.
Yeah, I think he's whatever he has been doing over the last several months has been working real well, because whether he just didn't get the shine in the earlier stuff or he's just kind of coming into his own, he's appearing on some more shows lately. So his name's getting picked up a bit more, but he's definitely backing it up with a ton of wins. Like, we'll see where he goes, but the rocket ride's not done yet.
And the funny thing is, sorry, go Ryan.
Austin and Lachlan face in a couple of weeks' time.
Is that right? Where's that?
Right.
Yeah.
Where's that going to be there?
That's Paul Italia's event out in the baseball field or whatever it is. Yeah, so Lachlan heads over pretty soon.
I thought he was also pulling Pavlo.
Yeah, Pablo's pulled out or something, and I think Austin's replacing.
Really?
Yeah.
So it went from Vrej to Pavlo.
Whereas the Pal, yeah, Lachlan's a little frustrated by the changes, but he's like, whatever.
Lachlan has 2 wins without pulling. Great.
Pretty good.
Good. Pretty damn good. What can I say?
I think Austin and Lachlan is what's going down.
Interesting. Okay.
I will
Oh,
be there for
Marcus
that. I'm excited.
Thompson. Marcus Thompson comes flying in out of left field. Dude, the Kings are in tonight. Brophy and Thompson both in the mate. Bad dude. Engin still has it, but I question his endurance. So this is obviously to you, Ryan. Not sure how many rounds more the better for Ryan. Is it 5 or 6?
It's a best of 5, I think.
Yeah, so I would agree the more the better for you, because obviously Engin also had that serious damage to his bicep not a long time ago. What's that, 8 months ago? No, more. Yeah, something like that, but possible there. And scar tissue. But then again, Ryan will lose his 44% not being in Brisbane. Good luck.
Yeah.
That's true.
Thanks, Marcus. Yeah, I just need to draw Engin into some sort of deep water when as Neil said before, and have my pronation still intact. I do feel like if my pronation is still intact and the match comes to a stop, I have a great chance of winning that endurance battle. And Engin is someone who, when the match stops, I observe him with sort of a repeated hit sort of mentality. He has an ability to do mid-match hits, and that will be what I'm worried about. So I'll be looking to make sure I don't get run over by mid-match hits. It'll be trying to derail his timing and his cadences in those hits. And I do back myself on an endurance front.
He is not the type of guy also that is going to hang you out there and mess around with you, Ryan. He's acid.
Yeah.
So he's going to put you away. If he can put you away, he's going to. I suppose that's one of the benefits you do have. If you get the brakes on, they've really gone on. You know what I mean? Because
for me, making my pronation survive is the biggest priority I have. Taking a grip where my pronation will survive is my biggest priority.
Yeah, that's it's funny one, isn't it? Because we can't go into too much detail because of what you said. You don't want to sort of go down that route. But the funny thing is, Engin's wise to all and everything. Yeah. The guys.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing. With his level of experience, there's no wizardry, there's no dark arts, there's nothing that I can do that he won't just read perfectly.
No, you're pulling a little angry, pissed off, hairy Yoda.
Exactly.
I mean, there's just, you're not getting anything past the Enigma, mate. He's a bad dude. Just, I've always said, if my son's ever got wanting to get into arm wrestling seriously and we're pursuing the sport, there's a few people that I'd send them to round out your technique, to round out your level. And Engin is one of those dudes. Svetan Gashevsky is one of those dudes. Lorenzo Villar is one of those dudes. There's a few guys around that you can seek out, and they're going to give those. They're going to put those layers on you. Obviously, John's up there as well. When you're around John can show you just by feel, by movement, you can pick up a great deal there. But there's certain people around who have a mastery for the sport, and the guys I mentioned there are definitely. Holy shit, Robert!
Yeah,
Gould.
it took you a while.
Jesus Christ, Robert Gould with an absolute mate. Guys, thank you so much for that. You've timed this brilliantly as well, because I can't talk too much about it, but we got big stuff going down. We got announcements coming soon, but thank you very much, Robert Gould. Really appreciate your chat, mate. He's just put, can't be left behind in the super chats, mate. Massively appreciated it. Robert, one of our Legends members. All those guys in there. Oh, actually, apart from Sean, but the other guys are also Legends members on the Arm Wars channel. Remember, guys, memberships are available on there. Oh, Beerman Burgoyne is just in the chat there, I've seen. Check your email, Evan. Dizzy Busy 88 with a super chat. He's put, anyone know why Hitman Ford did not pull yesterday's event?
Yeah, he's still sour about Ryan canceling on him. He messaged me after the last fix when we were talking about it, and you were like, no. Alan messaged me, and he's like, Freaking Bowen. Oh, that's not how it went. He does not agree with you at all.
So why isn't he pulling? What's yesterday's reason?
I have no idea. I just made the part about him being mad at you up. I mean, he is mad at you, but not that much.
Yeah, I made that shit up just to piss you off. Fair enough. Yeah, what can you say? But Alan, I heard, is very, very strong right now, but I would love to see it tested.
Yes.
I really would. Alan's no bomb. He's a bad dude. About speaking with Evan the other day again, I think it might have even been on the show you were on with me, Ryan. And he said, yeah, Alan's really, really strong. But I heard also he's significantly bigger than he was, like 100 kilo or something.
No.
I think he's like
he was
205.
90.
Yeah,
92.
So Evan had beefed him up a little bit. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm sure he said he was bigger. But Nikolai Giljaros with a super chat. Oh, Giljaros. Sorry if I'm murdering your name there, brother. Thank you very much. Norwegian Krones, I think. 55. Thank you very much, mate. Nothing on there, but I really appreciate the support to the channel. Henry Bowerslaw, another one of our members on the Arm Wars Super Series. He's put Marcus, Sean, Robert, Mr. Perkley, crazy support. Absolutely. These guys are propping up arm wrestling. They're everywhere and anywhere, and they are absolutely phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And we're throwing the money wisely into bringing you more Arm Wars events and bigger Arm Wars. Oh, God, I'm bristling to tell you stuff. Can't tell you yet, but I'm bristling to tell you. All I'm telling you is Iron House 2, everyone in the chat, is in the works.
Iron House 2. This time it's personal.
Mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Oh my God. There's a different look about it. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Did you see Bogdan's? Did you see Stoiker's post with his elbow blown apart? Did you see it?
Nope.
No, he didn't blow his elbow apart. He snapped a cable on his pulley machine, and he said, and my comment was, "Looks like your elbow after our super match."
That was a great comment. That was a great comment.
I'm going to lie. That's not
Hashtag F Bowen.
Oh my God. Did you see the shirts, Ryan?
Get the shirt now.
I did. They're ridiculous. I saw them. They're great.
They are awesome as frig. If you haven't seen,
It's a bestseller. It's already sold out.
blinding shirt. Well, available now, guys.
You should have said limited edition. Only 100 of these.
I'm not kidding. The ones that have gone out to the members are phenomenal quality. You know, like the blue shirts that you guys had as athletes when you were in the Iron House, that like smooth subliminal. Oh, they are the nuts. It's like the most expensive, high quality piss take shirt in the history of the world. I feel like doing the Ryan Good with his fingers shirt and the Ray Loves Cat shirts again in that quality. I might have to do it just because of that. And the three-legged shadow shirts, and just another one that says something like, you know, Evan is a something like that. But you know, then he could find out, and that'd be terrible, wouldn't it? You know, you don't want that happening. But whoa, wait a minute, who's this penis? Oh, can't wait.
Alcohol content rising.
But he was driving as well, so he shouldn't be drunk. 330 people are now watching the Fix Live as the mighty beer man Evan Burgoyne is trying to connect his audio. Not that I can give him any abuse for that, because tonight was a goddamn disaster when we came on, as the lads will attest to. Ryan's cable's not been in tonight, but I can say, Ryan, has your cable been stuck away there, mate? I can't see it.
It's always there.
Paul's cable.
Always there.
Oh, there it is. Come on, beer man, what are you playing at, son?
Having a problem.
Yeah, let's just carry on until he gets in there. But I kid you not, on those shirts, unbelievable. I can't wait to get. I've ordered mine, of course. As soon as the guy sent them over, I was like, "Oh my God, I'm ordering one immediately." So I've ordered one, and as soon as I get it, I will send it over. It's not my favourite shirt we've ever done. The Danny Test shirt still remains the greatest shirt in the history of. You have seen that, haven't you, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to show people, for anybody who hasn't seen the Danny Test shirt, this is a shirt. You can talk among yourselves for a minute, guys. For a second.
So we no video from Beerman still. Beerman?
This is the live stream.
Flew at the dad. Look at him. Now that is the best shirt.
Is that right? Is that right hand back about to slap? Or that's what I'm getting that vibe. Yeah, it's like he's about to just crack him.
And he
He's
flew.
about to slap the shit out of his dad. He's doing a Superman slap on the dad.
Is it a forehand or a backhand?
It's a forehand. He's doing
It looks like a forehead, yeah.
Superman slap. Danny flew at the dad. And then on the back of that same shirt, is Danny suplexing the shit out of dad. That's a great shirt, mate. What about that, eh? All your quality comes out of the three-legged shadow range. You can't beat it. Nothing like that.
Hey, Evan, away, man.
Here we go. Evan, if you're driving and drunk, that's bad. Turn your camera on its side, mate. NWUK1 with a super chat. Come on, Neil, spill your guts. What's happening at Ironhouse 2? Never miss a fix, gents. Great as always. Oh, Ironhouse 2 is different, mate, in a lot of ways. But, Evan, can you hear us? Or have you just come?
Problems getting sorted out with the car trying to take over.
All right, dude. No problem. Don't crash and die. That would be bad.
Now,
He's
is
doing
that
the
what
old
Evan
sit in the
sounds
car
like
with that.
because of the whooping he took, or is that just the Wi-Fi?
Well, this is why I wanted to get him on here. I mean, there's nobody.
I want to have the beer.
God, your audio's appalling. That's worse than when Ryan was Dam Busters back in the day. For anybody who's a vintage fix watcher, you will know what I'm talking about. For a while, Ryan was amazing. His audio was
The radio pilot sort of sound going on, didn't I?
Very good.
So here we go. Lancelands with a super chat. Thanks, mate. He's put, love your show, guys. Would you all give your prediction for the big Devon match coming up? And we're going to throw that straight at Ray, the guy who changed the rules.
How dare you?
Well, no, it's the same as it's been. I think Levin is heavy favorite, and we'll see. We'll see what Devon
Score,
brings.
Ray. Give us a score.
4-2.
Oh,
Ooh,
look,
that
if
is
there's 2 runs on the board for Devon,
Yeah.
it's almost like if it's possible for 2 in Ray's eyes, then Devon's winning, isn't it? Overall.
The thought is that if Devon stops it once, it's either 6-0, or if it stops, it's on. We'll see. We'll see. John, you're next under the bus.
Yeah, I mean, I can't deny, no one can deny that Levon is the favorite in this situation. Now, moving forward with my content, certainly I will be betting on Devon 6-0, obviously. But in reality,
How much are you betting on it?
I am currently betting $40, 40 Canadian dollars that Devon will win
Canadian.
one match.
Canadian
One
dollars.
match.
Is that
Yes.
like, what's that? I may come off the chats for a minute just to check what that actually is. I think
Not
it's
much.
Gary, how much is 40 Canadian dollars in normal currency?
In normal.
I'll tell you how much that is.
I did stake money for Devon to win at least one match in the shutout stake. I think one match is doable.
Right. So Canadian dollars, and I'm converting it to pounds.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
29 euros.
It's £25.
Yeah, there you go.
No,
I'm rich. I'm
24.98.
loaded.
There you
I
go.
am basically the Marcus Thompson of this Zoom call.
Yeah, that's it. Now an Aussie dollar is 7 pence.
Is that
Absolute quality. The Aussie dollar. Is your audio working yet, Evan? Nope.
No.
You
No
look,
idea.
you look good though, son.
Yeah.
Driving along with your shades on and that.
Yeah, he cannot hear us, I think, or we cannot hear him.
We can't hear you, Evan.
Yeah,
Well,
Whoa,
there we go.
you then.
that was well.
weird.
No,
Now I can
heard
hear
you then as well.
There he is.
Say a few things. Keep going.
I can hear you guys, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
Hey,
can hear
maybe
you
I'll
push the bell.
hop back in here in about 20 minutes when I get home.
Yeah, well, you were quite. Give us a buzz in 20 minutes, mate, when you're back on.
Cool.
All right, dude. See you in a minute. So, yeah, that leaves me. I've got Levan as a big favourite. I think he's a heavy favourite, purely and simply on the stop criteria. If Devon can create enough chaos and get the stop, if he stops him once, it is possible. That is my honest opinion. If he can put the brakes on, he can win the match. It's just whether he can get that stop. And he's going to get it, if he does get it, through pure awkward. Just trying to create that chaos and throw Levan out of his game. If he can do that, put the brakes on. Oh my God. I just want it to be a screamer. What I don't want is it to be so much chaos that it kills the match and derails it, and it's pretty crap. I want
it's going to be a screamer. It's going to be a screamer in the sense of Levin is going to feel so much nonsense in the setups and so much shenanigans, so much chaos, as you put it. Devon's going to go all in on the chaos. That when Levin gets that first pin and he rips him down and the King's move doesn't stick, it just gets opened up hard. Levin's gonna go psycho. I think the emotion of Levin right then and there, he's gonna be so pumped to say, "Look, I just ripped your freaking arm open." That it is gonna be a screamer. I think Levin will rip Devon's arm open round one, but it's not over. It's not over. That round two, like that's what Devon wants. I think Devon wants Levin to be that emotional and pumped and everything. And sure, win the first round, but then Devon's got the fish on the line then, I think.
Imagine
rounds two.
If Devon gets in the King's move and Levin just stays there, he breaks his arm.
Oh, well, that was
moment ever.
I mean, that's quite
Aussie arm wrestler Jake Ward about 2 months ago hit me up. He said, we're just at the end of the show. We weren't even talking about these guys. And he said, give us one bold prediction for something that happens in arm wrestling this year. And that was my prediction. Devon Larratt breaks his arm against Levin. So
Jesus, what's wrong with you people? Listen, joking aside, I mean, getting serious for a minute. One of the things that always interests me is I think everybody writes off the potential, but often somebody can appear to have a massive advantage in a lot of environments. But if the right package is put in front of them, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Now, the interesting thing is that you can be let me give you another example. You can be on a table with a guy at an event and he feels like he can just absolutely decimate you, rip you to pieces. You ain't got a cat in hell's chance. You can make small changes, gains, go back and be right there in not a massive period of time, a 6-month period, a 9-month period. Done it many times. Now, what that clearly illustrates to you is that often the margin of difference is smaller than you might perceive. And Devon is a very big man with very long levers. And we've seen him in the past with guys like Dave Chafee create a situation where he can become awkward enough on the setup and off the starts to create a problem for them. Now, if he's able to do that and put enough fatigue into Levan's hand, this is alien territory for Levan as well in a lot of ways, because the rule set is different to where we've seen Levan pull before. That would be, forget the auto strap and all of that. I'm just talking about the general rule system. The rule system on the setups generally would have been more restrictive. So it's going to be a step change for both men. And I think the setups are going to be very important and the level of fatigue that goes in there. But if during those setups, there's enough games played and enough of an issue and enough of a pumping into Levan's hand, it can open opportunities. And we can see, particularly if Devon tries to attack the match, tries not to go defensive. I really don't think it would be a good idea to let Levan hit you. I think he's one of the guys that if he hits you, you stay hit. You've got to try to use your height, use the leverage advantage that he will bring into the match. And if you can do that and get the brakes on, there's a couple of things that excite me. Number one, we should see a really hard match. And the other thing is we get to see just how technically proficient Levan is, because I have a feeling that he might be better than people think in terms of his transitions and so on. So I'd like to see that. I'd like to see him tested. I'd like to see him have to go to his B move, C move.
Can it be another Andre Pushkar, Devin Larratt moment? Do any of you see that as the possibility?
Yeah, it could happen. It's a possibility. It's a slim one. Slimmer than me.
Difference there was Andre's hand was always there was a chance that he will lose his hand. He most of the times win with his hand folded back. He didn't care about that. He didn't protect that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him doing that to Levon, especially with what we saw with Dave Chafee. As strong as Dave is, the hand contained it. So if there's a way to bleed him, I think it's a different way. It's not the same way there.
I think that pace, Ray, as well, that Andre was Route 1 football. He was really good at it, but it's the old same thing, only harder, you know what I mean? It was rare he had to transition, rare he had to use something different. As I say, I think Levon's got different looks. I think he can adjust his game. The lads he trains with very regularly, a lot of them very technically proficient, particularly someone like Gennady Quickvinia, who's a superb arm wrestler. And I just would like to see that range, that spectrum of technique from Levon, because I think he's got it there. It'd be really interesting if that has to come out. Let's be honest, if it does have to come out, we're in a war, and that's exactly what we want. There's some beauty in the Mike Tyson match, where it's just, oh shit, somebody's got run over. But let's be honest, it's not what we want. Everybody wants to stop and get into it.
Them to bleed.
We want them to bleed to win.
Bleed. Dry.
We want it to be like a Rolly Ray match in the Iron House. Maybe not that bad.
I'll make them bleed.
Yeah. Guys, Rolly Ray's in the Iron House this Friday. This coming Friday. You get to see Rolly Ray on the left arm.
One word. Can I say one word? Just one word. One word. Riser.
It should be illegal. I know. It should be illegal, but oh no. Rolly Ray, he uses the riser. Yeah, it's going to be a hell of a match. I'm looking forward to it very, very much. And if you haven't seen Dallas Langston, Jordan Davis yet, get over and check out that film.
That was a great film.
That was really good.
I watched it 3 times.
How about that, eh? Jordan Davis 5-1 over. Oh, sorry, I just spoiled it for a bunch of people.
That's just it. Thanks for that, Ryan.
Sorry.
Ryan, spoilers, Bowen.
Everyone on this channel's surely seen it. Surely they've seen it.
I'll tell you what.
How about it anyway? How about that?
Yeah, they shouldn't be here if they haven't seen it.
I mean, you can just imagine a night at Ryan's house, can't you? We don't need fingers or anything else, do we, love? Just straight to no, we don't need anything else.
Ryan, I literally kept that a secret for like 4 months, and you knew the result for like 4 hours, and you already giving me.
My favourite Ryan thing on the night, right, was when he put out a post later on, and it just said, "Congratulations to Jordan the Reacher Davis, who beat Dallas Langston in Armwrestling Iron House," just in a one-man post. And I thought, fucking hell. But absolute classic. Wonders never cease. But never mind. Moving on. So, next, what? Oh, James Statham is in the chat. James, I'm itching to tell him, mate. I know I can't let the cat out of the bag. May the force be with me. I shall keep it quiet. But a lot going on with Iron House 2. Don't say a word, mate. Keep quiet.
Ryan get the score wrong for everyone watching who hasn't seen it.
True. It's true, I did.
when you were watching it, Ryan, right? When you were watching the film, what did you think that was going to happen as the film unfolded?
I thought that was after the first round. I thought, oh, okay, could be in trouble. But then when the second round happened and it went the way it did in terms of it just looked like there was an endurance thing going on. It then looked like it was very much on.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. I think that's a fair assessment. But what I liked about it as well was Dallas's undying, unfailing will to see that he actually was the man and should have kicked the shit out of both of them. I like that. I thought that never say die attitude was ace. But he said, I've talked talk my way into this. And if I was in a main draw tournament, these guys would both be out and I'd still be going. I thought, awesome. You can't beat that, can you?
I love how he's like, after what he was pulling Stoic, he's like, yeah, let's finish this. And I want to get some of sheds a little bit. Little sheds. Yeah.
Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous stuff. So you never know how many Aussies will be in the Iron House. We'll have to see. I know that one is going to be in there. He's already accepted the match, and it's the Ginger Ninja. Ryan's there. Stoiker and Ryan is set. It's on, and it's going to be a bloodbath. So be ready. Now, I'd like to get a little bit of feedback from the people in the chat about how bad, because a lot of people have sent me messages. Do you guys really, really miss Arm Wars being live? Is it really bothering you that the Arm Wars shows are not live? I just want to get
because they have to understand that the production will be completely different if you do it live. But you know, maybe some shows, maybe some love for the fans, for the gram.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because you got your experience. This whole YouTube game, this whole growing a business game is a big game of trial and error constantly, as to where the return on investment is best met. And live clearly is a successful formula for in a lot of respects. But what you're doing, Neil, is very unique, and I think equally as successful in its potential. I think once people get a feel for it, like I personally love that every 6:30 on a Saturday morning, I can get up, put Arm Wars on my TV and watch a premiere. That to me is freaking awesome. I get a buzz around that. I really do enjoy the quality release. So I think there's no rush to go back to a live format from my personal viewpoint. I'm very, very excited. I think you guys will even get better at it too. And the more it feels like I'm watching a Netflix series, the better. And that's what it currently makes me. It just feels like it's a proper Netflix sort of style series at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I mean, we're gonna. There's no doubt about it. We are sticking with the format that we've got because it is the point of difference. It's something different. There's so many people out there doing lives. I mean, it's rife with them at the moment. Everybody's doing that. Nobody is doing what Arm Wars is doing and producing things to that level and putting together a film. It's just unique. It's different. And I think that's something that if you, Aussie arm wrestlers just come flying in with a super chat. Jake Ward in the mother fluffing house. Get over and sub to the Aussie arm wrestler, guys. He's in the chat. It'll be stupid o'clock over there on a Monday morning for the full time. I bet his hair looks fit. Jake Ward. He's put 4 studs. Arm Wars is amazing. Iron House 2 will be the titty tits. Love you all in the chat as well. Ready, bang. P.S. The reach around strikes again. Yeah, Jordan Davis. We'll see if he's at Iron House 2. You never know. Maybe Lachlan Adair. You never know. John Thompson.
Yes, sir.
Iron House 2. What's the chances?
Chances are looking like they're coming up Millhouse for me. I'll tell you that. I like
Holy Ravis. What's the chances?
What's more than 100%, you know?
There you go.
I am Arm Wars.
Can you bring the shirt?
I should do Arm Wars tattoo.
I think that's a great
If I survive next Iron House, if they don't bring me out on a stretcher and then give me oxygen,
yeah,
do it absolutely.
Well, there's a good chance Eddie Hall could be in the house.
Oh, he has experience there.
He's just got a tattoo done on his foot.
Yeah,
that he didn't want, and he's really big and strong. So we could get him to hold you down. We can do you a tattoo. I mean, it could happen. It'd make amazing content.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be like, how did you get that shit tattoo? Eddie Hall held me down.
Yeah.
I was locked in a house with 19 guys, and Eddie Hall held me down and forcefully tattooed this on me with a bread knife.
I'll sit with my kids on a porch and like, kids, you want to hear a story how I got these tattoos?
Yeah, let me tell you a terrible story of why I do this switch.
I've got a little data for you from last night. I was at a party, and of course, whenever I'm at a party, I try to turn it into an arm wrestling discussion of some kind.
Nice.
So these people have nothing to do with arm wrestling. They don't even know what arm wrestling is. They just know that I'm an arm wrestler. I turned on the live stream from the Evan Jaggers event, watched that for a little bit. Nobody had a clue right? And these are all outside of arm wrestling, right? So remember that. People outside versus inside. Nobody had a clue. Nobody wanted to watch it. Nobody understood what was going on. They were asking a bazillion questions, which was fine, but they didn't get it. Then I'm like, you know what we should do? We should watch one of my, not one, but 2 episodes from Arm Wars reality check. So of course I put in my episode that I won against Jason Hill, and everybody shut up, right? There was no questions. There was no issues. It was just people watching entertainment. So I love live too. I want more live, but this is reaching people that are outside of our bubble.
Yeah. I think the biggest problem by bringing Ryan, can he not spoil it to everyone? Because Ryan's going to like do a live and he's like, yeah, that guy's not even strong. Wasn't he on Iron House? Yeah, he's kind of weak and terrible. Why? I don't know.
Just a lot of self-talk. You just guys need to remind me constantly.
I have a plan. I do have a plan. Ryan said that when he comes over to Arm Wars Iron House, he could stay in that region of the world for an extended period of time. Well,
in a jail cell underneath Neil's house.
James
that might be under the patio
at the same time.
We're going to kidnap his ass and keep him as in a gimp box. We're going to put him in a gimp mask, fire him under the garage. But no, joking aside, we will get him to sign an NDA and threaten him with death. So
Yeah.
that should hopefully help the situation along. Obviously, it won't work. He'll tell people, but you know, here's Ryan. Marcus Thompson flying in again with a super chat. He's put Arm Wars Iron House is basically like waiting for an episode of Peaky Blinders, but we need live parallel for fans to attend. Interesting. NWUK with a super chat. He's put, I think it would be good if the winners from different Iron House events were then scheduled to meet at a big live event. Just an idea. Doesn't even have to be the winners, just the most popular, etc. Vpoj, another one of our Arm Wars members, has put in there, Neil, continue to do what you do with Arm Wars. It's incredible and unique. I know it's not easy to do, but at least 4 events per year would be great. So that's some feedback from the chat. A couple of different perspectives there, but most people liking that. Now, also, just put in any ideas you've got in the chat and how we can keep Ryan quiet, how we can shut him up. What do you think we should do to Ryan to make sure that
Pete West said Rohypnol Ryan at the house. If you can't remember, he can't drop spoilers.
That's it.
Yeah. We'll do mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, DMT mushrooms and a lot of alcohol, you know.
Yeah, we need to get him like chugging a gallon of beer with his arsehole.
Hey.
Film it.
Or Eddie Hall can punch him.
Look, if you say anything, we're going to release
That'd kind of be cool because I then get to make predictions about my own match, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, and we could just put hashtag chug, get another picture done of Ryan with the pipe, you know, and then that's what the next shirt is. If you say anything, Ryan, that gets launched.
I think Eddie can hold me down with one arm and punch Ryan with the other.
A lot of people sent me messages. Why is Rolly Ray not pulling Ryan? Probably because Ryan outweighs Rolly Ray at the moment and also has a match already. He's definitely going into a Bogdan Stoica match. That's the match.
Yeah, me and Ryan will happen. I think it's already been in works with some, but we're waiting. We're waiting. You know,
yeah.
It should be for $5 million or something at least. You know,
yeah, big. You just wait until the money goes up.
Exactly. Stuck.
We do have a little bit of information that I can slip into the show tonight, though, guys. So I spoke to Rolly Ray the other day about the Arm Wars Iron House, and I said, you know, if you're available, what can we do opponent-wise, this, that, and the other. One of the guys that came out of there was the Lean Machine, Tom Holland.
Ooh.
So I dropped Tom Holland a message. Tom Holland says, yeah, difference is going to be, though, mate, by the time the event comes around, I will weigh 90 kilos.
Oh, really?
That's a big
he's finally doing it.
That's a big
He's been needing to do that for a long time.
Yeah.
I think he'll love
Jordan
that way.
Davis style, isn't it? Jordan did the same.
Yeah.
You know, he used to weigh nothing. When he showed up, he was what, 94, 95 at the last Iron House?
How on earth people like Tom Holland, as tall as Tom and as tall as Jordan, stay at low 80s is beyond me. I think that I just feel like their peak weight will be somewhere around that 90 kilos. Yeah. So I think Tom at that weight's going to be a monster.
What about sticking him on the other side of the bracket with you, mate, or even working towards that?
Hell yeah.
So many options.
Hell yeah. If there's a 4-way there, yeah. Tom, look, the man's just come in at that. Imagine Tom and Evan throwing down. That'll be all right.
Broder wants to get his hands on Evan if I don't crack him first, and there's so many options for that. I mean, Evan, I'm liking this look with the dark shades, son. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, I'm hungover as fuck and my eyes are bleeding, so the light hurts.
Oh, that's also a good angle. And I believe you too. So we've been on. You watched a lot of the show on your way home. I'm taking it.
I had really shitty service. I couldn't watch much of it.
Oh, okay. So I'll talk about your all-time backfires. So you heard nothing we said then.
Pretty well.
Talking about the Austin Jaggers match.
What about that?
And we were talking about it and saying that Austin was much bigger than you. Now, I hope I'm not talking rubbish there, but he looked like he was outweighing you by at least 30, 40 pounds. He was much bigger.
45, 50 pounds, yeah. I weighed in at 243 Wednesday afternoon, but that's like middle of the day, fully dressed, fed with beers in my belly.
Mm.
And then he weighed 295 or something, 298.
Now, has the weight drop bothered you, do you think?
Not at all.
You do feel stronger, do you, at that weight?
I feel better at 240 than I do at 290 for sure.
And more powerful. You feel like the strength, because sometimes you can feel great in the gym and you feel active and so on, but you do actually feel stronger, do you, at that weight?
I think as far as the strength goes, maybe a little, but only because I'm training harder.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm able to connect better. I can position and move better without having a massive gut in the way.
Fair enough. Where were the issues, mate? Where was he causing you problems?
Austin?
Yeah.
Strength.
Just too strong.
He's a fucking gorilla.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You got him quick though. You got him in the first one, right?
I got the first two.
Oh yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. So he won 3-2.
Oh.
Round one, I hit. He caught it into a hook, and I think somebody elbow fouled, but we were like kind of stuck in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the restart, again, I hit and I had him right there, and the table just broke. Like I was just pulling so hard on it, the table broke. And when I readjusted and came up, I don't know why, but the referee just kind of claimed that the table broke, but never yelled stop or anything. So we just kept fighting, and I got the pin. And then we had to like wait for like 20 minutes to get a new table there. I wanted to keep arm wrestling on the broken table. I in no way wanted to let him off the ropes.
I missed all of that, mate. I missed it when you went again, when it started again and you cracked him the first pin.
Yeah, I flashed him in that second round pretty quick.
Oh, okay.
And then from there, he was starting to get a little bit better of a bite on me.
Yeah, and he was getting in the strap. He looked rock strong.
Yeah, and my pronator just died. He cupped so hard, and normally my pronation's really good with my left. It just couldn't keep up with his cup.
How tall is Austin?
6'2".
Okay. Did he have a very long forearm? Did it look like he had a lot on you on the forearm in length and
a little bit, but he didn't know how to use it.
Okay.
Whatsoever.
My wife accuses me of that. I haven't. No. Never mind. Well, I'll tell you about that another time. Carry on.
If Austin Jaggers was even close to as good of an arm wrestler as I am, that match would not have been anything to see. It would have been 3-0 for him easily. He was considerably stronger than me. He let me just take advantage of him completely in the setup. I had absolutely everything every time. He's just really fucking strong.
Yeah, really, really strong dude. Well, there's nothing you can do about that, mate. Ultimately, arm wrestling is a strength sport. We're talking about Devon and Levan earlier on, and there is a possibility that it is the Mike Tyson match. We talked about that. because you never know how strong Levon is. We haven't seen the brakes put on hard for a very long time, and it's just whether Devon can do it. And that's the same situation. If a guy's just got way too much for you to get any bite in the match at all, you're in trouble.
Wow. If Devon gets the first 2 on him, I don't see it going like that, though.
If Devon gets 1 on him, if Devon gets a stop, he's very much in it. In fact, if he gets a stop and it turns into a battle, I think the pendulum swings in his favor, if I'm honest.
Well, I don't necessarily know. It swings in his favor for sure, but just because he gets a stop once and maybe even wins a round, even if it's round 3, that doesn't mean Levon can't get through him right away in 4.
I agree.
But the odds are better that Devon gets another stop once he's gotten that first one.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. So Dizzy Busy 88 just come in with a super chat. He's put keeping Ryan quiet at Iron House, gimp box and a ball gag, and then he's put pound for pound supporter, by the way. So we also might have the opportunity to set Evan on your ass, Ryan, because he would also be.
That's one of those ones that has to happen.
Potentially in the same bloody event.
Oh, you're talking about Evan gagging me.
The ball gag, mate. I mean, terrible things could happen.
Gotcha. No, sorry.
I am not gagging Ryan with my balls.
Yeah, but you guys are sleeping in the same bed, right, Neil? Like, we've already figured that out, right?
We did talk
Fine,
about
but I'm Big Spoon.
That's a terrifying thought, isn't it? Oh, nobody needs that in their life, Ryan. Good Lord.
Jeez.
Yeah. Oh,
Beard scratching on back of your neck.
yeah. Like
Oh
that.
my God.
It's like a
Use it as a
cuddle.
blanket.
I thought it was quite disturbing for Dallas Langton.
There's prison nightmares, then there's prison nightmares. I mean,
Yeah, that's a bad thing. Bad things happen. Nobody needs that in their life, mate. They really don't. 400 people in the chat, guys, live. Episode 105. It's like, I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? 105 episodes, and a lot of them have contained this level of that we're talking about right now. And with 400 people in the chat. Sunday Night Madness, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. That's it. So there is that opportunity that you will see some incredible matches in Iron House 2. We will have Ryan Bowen. We will have Evan Burgoyne if Evan doesn't get COVID again. You know what I'm saying? But if that doesn't happen, there is also the chance that that match goes down after Stoiker and Bogdan, Stoiker and Ryan meet, and after Evan and Frode potentially meet. Or even myself and Evan. You never know what's going to happen there. Silky Wilkie with a super chat, and he's put, for the Evan Ryan Ball Gag Fund. Love it. Thanks, son. Much appreciate that. This could end up a thing. Remember, for every T-shirt you buy for the F. Bowen Fund, we will make sure that we get a really big ball gag and apply it in the house. Quality content could come in Iron House, mate. It really could. I've got so many ideas brewing in my mind. I really have. I'm just trying to keep up. Oh, Tom Holland's in the chat.
Who's that?
Tom Holland is going to 90 kilos, Evan. And he's put, mind you, he's like 6'4". And he's put, yeah, well up for pulling Ryan. That would be great. So there's another option that he would be on the opposite side of the battleground with someone like Nanastad. A lot of options there, you know. So, yeah. A bigger lean machine. That'll be interesting.
You guys are talking like I'm not the top rope king. Neil's like, yeah, we'll put him here. He's like, you're gonna pull Ray, and then he's like, pulling this guy, and battleground that guy.
Well, what weight are you now, Ray?
I will be 85 this week.
Yeah.
For Europeans. But
And the good thing for you is you can pull so many dudes. So many.
that's so wrong, but all of them.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay, I'm kidding.
No.
I'll pull any.
I didn't mean it as
Ryan.
it sounded.
I want to see Ray and Jordan.
I didn't mean that as it sounded. It wasn't like you can pull so many dudes like, you know, Ray, fan of skiing. That wasn't what I meant at all. It just wasn't. We went somewhere bad, no apparent reason. But, ladies and gents, put in the chat, who would you like to see Rolly Ray face next? Is there any North American lads that Rolly Ray should face next after he's already smacked the living side of Artem? Gone over and taken his title. It could happen. Let us know what you think, guys. Sandra Sedis, the chef, has just come into the chat also. And, yeah, I'll tell you what would be an interesting match. What about Sandra Sedis Left hand versus Monster Michael Todd.
That was what I was thinking yesterday. We finished talking. I thought that's a great match. I think
I
that's
spoke
a
to
great
both
match.
those guys and said, "You interested in coming over and doing this thing?" That could be really, really good, couldn't it?
Oh, that's a good one.
So let's talk about some. Let's get on some biased Australian stuff for a minute. Ryan, could Lachlan Adair do anything with Sanders?
Yeah, of course he can. It's a great match. Sanders is weak in a hook, is what I hear. So if it goes to the hook, Lachlan wins. If Sanders can keep Lachlan's wrist flat, Sanders is going to win. It's going to be a great match. I think that East vs West, there's a long time build up of that one. They've been comparing notes in the gym forever, throwing bits and pieces back and forth at each other. There's good storyline there. I think it's a good match. But if it goes inside, it's Lachlan's. If it stays outside, it's Sanders. That's how I see it. Pretty simple.
Sanders being weak in a hook, I can nor confirm it nor deny it.
Don't talk about that. No, talk about that.
Hey,
Good
Ray,
match for sure.
Yeah.
Ray, what do you think about you and Adam Warzinski?
Jesus.
Adam looked like
At
Terminator.
200 pounds.
I didn't have a chance to pull with him.
Mhm.
I don't know. As strong as I felt, he looked really intimidating, to be honest.
Yeah, he looked really good.
Yeah.
As
I was
good
thinking,
as I was that.
about him as a potential for Froda.
Mm.
Oh, there's like you said.
What about
there's
you and
so many-
Dallas?
there's-
You and Dallas. Right.
Yeah, I want to pull Dallas.
Now
I'll-
that is interesting, and also I thought earlier on today, Tom Holland and Dallas could be really interesting.
Yeah,
That could be interesting.
but me and Dallas could be way more interesting.
Well, it could.
I don't.
Dallas was saying that he believes that if it goes inside, that he's operating in a different environment entirely.
Yeah, I would top roll him for sure, and then I would go inside with him. If I'm on, it doesn't matter how the scenario goes. I would still go there. Yeah.
Yeah, shouting yourself to the back from the back of the place.
Why not?
Yeah. Could you crack the beer man in a hook?
I don't know.
I don't, but I'm just trying to wind up this situation.
I don't know. I'm dead.
Which
on.
arm?
Yeah, which arm?
Right.
Righty. I
The
think I
answer's
can
no.
crack him on righty. Lefty, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Left. I don't
Neither.
think- Neither arm.
No. I mean, he couldn't get my left into a hook, and he couldn't deal with my right in there.
Sounds about very unreasonable.
Ryan, do you
Hey,
reckon
Bart,
Ray would have anything
maybe-
for Evan in a hook?
Who? You know,
Do you reckon
Evan
Ray
and
would have
who?
anything for Evan in a hook?
Yeah,
Right-handed.
I do. I do right-handed. I think Ray's shape would be enough there that they would be balanced. I think from what I've felt. Ray's Evans' hook's not that good. Evans just got a single plane sort of side pressure thing. I think that Ray would be able to somewhat derail that lane, but I think Evan would have a wall of defense that Ray couldn't get through, and I think that it would go the other way as well. Coach Ray would have a wall of defense in a rotational sort of sense once in the hook that Evan couldn't get through. So I think it'd be a good match. Yeah.
That sets up
I'm
potential.
all about taking these easy matches right now, man. My arms are beat to shit from taking hard ones.
I agree.
How
I'm
good
right
would
there.
I think Dallas, Tom, Ray, and Evan in a battleground?
Well, how about this? I mean, number one, you realise you said that out loud, Evan. My arms are beat to shit from taking hard ones. This is actually a show that Ray was earlier on talking about skiing, and you've just come out with that live.
Yeah, but he's probably drunken on mushrooms.
Well, that's true. But what about this for a forfeit match?
But so am I, so I can't really complain.
If Ray and Evan pulled, you could have the optimum forfeit match, couldn't you? That, you know, if Ray won, then you could. We talked about Evans shaving his beard off. But if he shaved it off and then Ray lost his next match, we could stick Evan's beard on Ray, because you could benefit from that a great deal. That, you know what I mean? You'd be able to go.
I haven't taken that much mushrooms. Okay.
Let you in a pub. All kinds of things that you've never done before.
Let's stop
Evan?
asking for ID.
Evan,
There you go.
Be allowed to get a
Oh.
driver's license.
Yeah, you could buy girly mags. There's all kinds of things that benefit you, Ray. Seriously, as technical director, and you're my friend. If you stuck Evan's beard on, I'd love to see that. Particularly, we could shave it off in one piece somehow. It's
Well, yeah, you just put it in a ponytail and just run the clippers down.
be amazing. And
And
stick
glue
it on
right back
Ray.
on.
Yeah.
okay.
I think, Ray.
Let me think about it. Okay.
Go with your Eddie Hall tattoo.
I'm gonna have new beard, tattoos, and
You come back a different bloke.
I will come back a man.
Yeah. You'll go out as you are now, you know, with a paper round. And when you come back, totally different bloke. Absolutely different dude. Look at this. Aussie arm wrestler just come in. He's banging the drum for Tambikis. Mario Tambikis needs to be in Arm Wars. Ready, bang. I love that the Aussies, we've already got like maybe 3 or 4 Aussies on the card potentially. and the Aussies are like, not enough. Not enough. Get the entire Brisbane 8 on. All of them. The only guy that could get an absolute pass like that straight into the mix, to be honest, would be
Danny Tesh.
Danny Tesh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let's just have 30 seconds.
That's not fair to everybody else to let Danny in there.
There's nothing fair about Danny.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing fair about it. There's a lot omnipotent about him.
His existence
I think
is an insult
I
to
think
him.
if Danny ever returns, he will have the highest selling pay-per-view match in the history of pay-per-views.
I mean, so he should, mate.
I think like who wouldn't want to see Danny and Larry or something?
I'd rather see Danny arm wrestle Santa Claus.
Yeah.
The Easter Bunny's from Australia, isn't he?
Yeah, they're neighbors.
The Easter Bunny's from Australia. He may well be. I don't know. Is the Easter Bunny from Australia? I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
on that movie The Guardians, he even has an accent.
Is that right? Fair enough. I didn't even know that. See, I'm learning so much. Henry Bowerslaw with a super chat. But I want to see Merlo smash everyone on this Zoom call, either arm. That guy is criminally underutilized. Him versus Talbot also. Come on, promoters. Mate, all I can tell you is, Jason Merlo, check your messenger.
I'd pull Merlo lefty.
You've got about 9 matches on now that you've talked your way into.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're gonna have to figure out which ones I'm actually gonna do and which ones I'm gonna fake sick for.
Whoa, you have to pull all of them. You have to pull all of them. That's the rules. Those are.
Well, as long as we do them all on the same day, I'm kind of busy. I got other matches to do.
Listen, you would be pulling them pretty much all on the same day, but we do then have a problem because you're going to be in the house for a few days, and somebody's going to need to hold it when you go for a piss. Who's going to do that? Because it ain't.
No,
me.
I just sit down, buddy. It's fine.
Oh, fair enough. No
Hey,
problem.
I already have a super match lined up after Arm Wars in England.
Get
Fox
the
8-ball. Fox 8-ball and me.
you're pulling him. When
After
did
Arm
this go
Wars.
down?
Huh?
When did this happen?
A
I
couple
want in
weeks
on
ago,
that.
Fox was like, who was it? Phil Woody UK says, Uncle John, I will put up 500 pounds for you to pull Fox 8-ball. I said, done.
Did
It's done.
did a small like kindergarten class just jump onto the call then for a minute?
I think so.
Anyone else hear that, or is that just me?
Sorry, that was me. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh God, Ray, don't tell me what you're watching. Right, sorry. Carry on.
It's always arm wrestling.
Yeah. Leave that one. Now then, piss wars. Hey, Evan, if you needed another match, mate, who would it be? Because you've only got 8, so we need one more. Who else are you going to pull?
When?
Who?
When?
At the Arm Wars, you peen ass.
Holy shit. Another one. I don't know. Somebody from the UK. I want easy matches.
Not going to happen. He's not going to go there. I was looking for you to tee one up, mate. That we've talked about, like, you know, David Bradford, potentially.
Oh, yeah. Isn't he from the UK?
No, well, Wales. Yeah.
Well, that counts.
I mean,
That counts to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't count the deal.
David, slightly, yeah. But joking aside, David Bradford is the other guy, mate.
Yeah, well,
The guy.
look, I would definitely like to go get a little bit of payback with David Bradford. I don't like what he did.
But there is a catch, though, Evan. That would mean
How many guys do I have to pull before I
Well-
get to pull Bradford so that we can make this fair?
no. What that would be is an 8-man. We'd be looking at the return of the 8-man battleground.
That's left-handed, though.
One of the most probably, yeah.
Okay, I can do an 8-man lefty.
Left hand would keep Ryan out of the equation, though.
Or keep Ryan in and give me that match.
No,
My
Ryan's left is
Yeah, no. Ryan, you're not listening. I want a couple of easy ones on the way through here.
Gobby beat me left. You remember that?
That's not
Yeah,
fair.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Lamb to the slaughter, mate. Not fair.
Look,
Yeah.
yes, I do enjoy getting after those hard fights and testing yourself.
Yeah.
I also like showing off and having easy wins.
Just so you can get excitable like the first Austin Jagger.
And anytime I get the chance to kick the living piss out of Ryan, I want to do it.
What is your record against Ryan? Just so everybody remembers.
Well, he's 1-0 on me,
Oh my god, that's bad.
but that wasn't actually me.
You do have kids as well, don't you?
Yeah, well, I don't let them watch my show or your show.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's a good thing. Definitely don't let them watch that one where there's me and that guy from Wipeout. That's terrible. Really bad, that. So Dizzy Busy 88, Pradeep versus Aussie arm wrestler actually might be interesting. I mean, could be.
For the bottom 8. That's a bottom 8 match.
That's a
right
bottom
there.
8 match
All
for
day
sure.
right there. Is Devon actually doing the bottom 8 again soon?
As soon as everything opens up, he was definitely wants to revisit that. Did you guys watch Devin pulling in the tournament yesterday?
Yep, I saw.
It was super late.
Yeah.
I watched your ass, and that was the end of that.
Left or right?
I watched your Austin Jaggers match. I did not watch the right stuff.
Okay.
Did you 3-0 on the right?
No, 3-2.
3-2.
But I did win $800 worth of beer. So I'm going to be good and drunk for the foreseeable future.
You won $800 worth of beer.
Yeah, so they had a sponsor for the match. So I got 4 cases of these bad boys.
Nice.
And then I got, when I just said I would take the match, you know, I'm the top ranked guy. Somebody challenging me for my spot. I'm like, I require a minimum of 2 cases of beer appearance fee. I'm not even showing up unless I have that guaranteed. And then we can bet some money. He's like, well, I kind of own my own business and I can write off a $500 beer store gift certificate. Like, yeah, that's perfect. I'll put my $500 on the line against your gift certificate. So I got $500 at the beer store plus 6 cases of beer.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody going in with that kind of angle. I mean, based on that, Ray could be like going in for sweets or cats. You know,
I'll tell you this right now. You will never outfight me with $800 worth of beer on the line. Not going to happen.
Hey, Ray, how many kittens would it take for you to get into this? I do it for 20 kittens.
I have a beautiful little kitten. Ray, have you ever seen my kitten running around here? She climbs into my beer cases and up on my shoulder sometimes during the lives.
Oh no, I didn't think so.
Well, somehow she got out of the house and she came back and she's got a real big fat belly now.
Uh-oh.
So I can mail you a few of them if you'd like kittens.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Neil, stop it. Okay.
No, hey, wait a minute. You've just reminded me of something.
Neil, no.
Got a message. Seriously.
Of course you get the message, of course.
No, joking aside, Porter 22. Right? This came in about 3 days ago. Neil, I'm very disappointed in the fix. I'm like, oh, that's quite a bad start. Is it something to do with Ryan? Nothing to do with Ryan. And I thought, Jesus, this is bad. He's put, I used to watch the fix religiously, Ray. He's put. And he said, however, in the last 20 episodes, we have not seen a single cattail hard-on or cat's arsehole. Now, that had slipped my mind.
Seriously, I don't want to actually see a cat's asshole on the live right now.
It was like a regular feature.
I know, I've seen them all.
You know, it was a regular feature that we would see that. It's not something that I was overly bothered in, but apparently Porter misses that.
Hey, he can subscribe to my Only Cats.
That's only, yeah. Get over there, Porter, if you're watching. Brilliant message, loved it. And we do apologise. We have not seen a cattail hard-on for quite a while, but we'll try and get some rerun clips and put them together. I'll get Jason to do something exciting with them. We'll put some on. There you go. There you go, right there for you. We just got it there. Freeze frame that. Next time that happens, get it ready. And there's your cattail hard-on. Opposite episode 105, and we're straight back where we left off. Now, guys, we're going to jump off here in about 5 minutes' time, so please don't super chat anymore. Going to let these guys get back on with the day over where Ryan is. He'll just be starting off. Ryan, anything big planned for today, mate?
Oh, for today, just back to the drawing board, just training hard. It's all on Engen now. It's all focused on Engen.
Larry's now left Australia.
Yeah, he's back in Dubai, preparing for his UAE Strongest Man in August, I think. So, yeah, we had a great time with him. Everything, as the dust has settled from that event, it's awesome. I think we're going to do it again next year, make it bigger and better. So, yeah, it's good times.
Absolute quality, mate. And I have to say, the picture you sent us over on the fix chat of Matarangi Morris and his Kiwi 8.
Yeah. Like I say, yeah, they're big boys. Those freaking Polynesian types, they are giants.
Oh, some big dudes amongst that. I mean,
Matarangi looked the small one.
He wasn't the biggest, was he? So that's absolute quality. Sky Roberts with a super chat. He's put 100%. My goal is to be a 98 in the Iron House. Dustin Poles. One more question before we go, guys. Who's the guy? Who's the wild card guy? It can be from anywhere. Who's the wild card guy out there that's gone unnoticed that really deserves a shot in
Armwrestling?
Roger.
I do think Merlot's overdue. Merlot's
good, but Ironhouse, Roger.
Oh yeah, Roger, yeah.
Roger and Bowen for the Battle of the Gingers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
He's taken. That's happening.
Yeah. Hey, if we're gonna leave next week, and this week for Ryan, it's already it's European Armwrestling Championship. So it starts tomorrow, goes up until Saturday. So tomorrow is 2 days of juniors, then 2 days of masters, and then it's seniors. So World Armwrestling Federation, World Armwrestling Federation on YouTube gonna do the live stream, so you can check out all the matches there. I'm leaving there for Wednesday. So
who's on Team Latvia, Ray? Have we got over there?
We have Kristaps gonna pull tomorrow, under 21, his first year there. So we're hoping we're aiming for gold, to be honest. Then it's his father on masters, and then on seniors it's gonna be Kaspars Gravis, Kristaps in 75. It's me and Arne Zorix in 85. Kristaps' father in 100 and Sandris in 110. So we're bringing really small team. It is not going to be the biggest championship because of the war and everything else, but it's still European. So
yeah, it's remarkable that they're actually holding it in the circumstances, to be perfectly honest. But
yeah,
we've just come off the back of that situation with COVID. We get it rolling again. Disaster that we're now in the middle of a war, which could escalate yet. So we're at scary times. A couple of comments in the chat just before we jump off. Josh Barker on Mika. Both awesome characters.
Oh, yeah.
Get it done, Neil.
Yeah,
Jason Merlo or Alan Ford.
Ford,
White
right.
said, who would you put Alan Ford up against? To be honest, he's bigger now. I was saying earlier on, you thought he was about 100 kilo, didn't you, Evan, the other day?
Yeah, just about. I think he's a little bit under now. We've got him working on his diet. He wants to pull provincials in 2 weeks. He doesn't have any other matches that he can really go, balls out on.
Mhm.
So the guy that took his spot as the number one guy in Ontario, whenever he was in his lackluster state, is going to be pulling at the 198s at provincials. So 2 weeks from now, Alan's going to go clear that up. So we got to get him down to 198 for that.
The other match there that we were talking about a minute ago and pulling up for, what about Roger Cunningham?
For Alan?
Yeah, because that's an absolute clash of styles. Top roll against the hooker, big style.
Fun. That'd be fun.
Yeah, shut your big titty mouth.
Oh, fuck.
That's really good, actually.
I hate the match.
Big titty.
I hate it.
Yeah,
Why?
because you like Alan.
Look,
One of those.
I
isn't it?
like Roger. I like Roger a lot more than I like Alan, but I love Alan.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That match could go all sorts of ways real quick. But if Roger gets him stuck inside, Alan's strong enough right now that it could turn into a grinding bullshit war that I don't want to see Alan getting involved with and ruining his elbow.
Yeah.
Hey, Evan, who you got between Jaggers and Lachlan coming up in a few weeks?
So that's right-handed.
Yeah.
I didn't get to pull with Austin right-handed, a little bit on the practice table, but my arm was dusted after pulling that beer match against Staken. So I know that Austin pulls completely different right and left. Left, he really wants to get it inside. Right, he really wants to go outside. I know his post is really good. If it goes hook, Lachlan easy. If Austin's able to keep it out of a hook and into a topside game, I think he's could do something there maybe.
Mhm.
I don't think he's a good enough arm wrestler to deal with Lachlan. I don't know how good of an arm wrestler Lachlan actually is, right? I know he's strong, but anytime you watch him arm wrestling, he just looks strong. I never see a whole lot from him on that tricky side.
What is he on
Probably
the
Lachlan, though.
universal scale, Ryan? Where would you put him on the universally recognized scale of arm wrestling excellence? The strong bastard versus tricky bastard scale.
I put him at a 6 tricky, 9 strong.
He's a 6x9. Nice.
So I have Austin at I only pulled him left-handed. A 10 is like fucking Levon?
Yes.
Yeah, 10's the unreachable number. Yeah.
Well, Lachlan can't be a 9 then. That's crazy talk. So with how far I am from that top, I would have him, if I'm at a 7 strong, 10 tricky, I'd put him at a 9 strong, 3 tricky. And that 3 is really, really generous. He literally let me do whatever the fuck I wanted.
So, yeah. So at the moment, you're saying that Lachlan is going to be the tricky bastard in this match.
Yeah, no. Whenever I made all these comments about Jaggers looking like he had an extra chromosome, I mean it. Even more so now that I've met him, hung out with him, and arm wrestled him. Yeah. Not a bright guy. I like that guy. That guy's so much fun to hang out with. But yeah, he's not a smart arm wrestler.
I mean, you've killed that now, haven't you? What chance has Austin Jaggers ever got of coming on this show? I mean,
I don't know. We're going to see him on my show Tuesday. So he's actually really good at talking some shit, though. Well, especially now that he won, it's really hard to shut everything he says down because, fuck, he beat me. Fuck.
This is
I hate losing to you pricks.
The center of intellect. I've had one show with 2 men on it with a 155 IQ. One show.
Like a 155 average.
On this show.
And that's with you on there. How smart were those guys?
There you go. That's the level we get to. You know what I'm saying?
Before we fuck off here, though, I do want to because you have a much bigger fan base than me, I want to let your fans know I am going live in the couple of minutes it takes me to set it up here, just so I can talk to everybody about how the weekend was. There was an awful lot of stupidity that we definitely don't want to bring up on your channel, Neil, and get you all fucking zucked there.
Yeah, don't do that. That's terrible. It's going to be bad enough when we glue your beard
I did
on.
almost get me and a bunch of other people killed a few times.
Oh, nice. I'll ring you about that another time. Sounds quite interesting. And we need to sort out how we get your beard on, Ray. Fat Legless Bird, The Hammer, Kevin Berberich, and Daniel Propopchuk for Arm Wars. Yeah, Prokopchuk's an absolute beast, but the problem is I don't think Daniel speaks good English at all, which is a major problem. I mean, guys like Oleg Todorian, I would love to have Oleg in there, but again, a little bit of an issue with the English, which kind of kills it a little bit in terms of making the films. It was interesting. Jake Ward put a comment in there a minute ago. He said Dan Mosier for Arm Wars. But the problem you've got with Dan Mosier is that he's combined career arm wrestling time. Bearing in mind he's already been in Arm Wars once, but his new blistering pace that Dan's got, his combined arm wrestling time is about 25 seconds over 9 years. So if we get him over and put him in there, all we're going to get out of it, if he pulls 3 matches, is 1 short. So not ideally what we're looking for. But just out of interest, Ray, can you remember who the guy was that pulled Daniel Mosier when he came over to Arm Wars? Who was that dude?
I remember that guy. That guy was me.
How did that match go, Ray?
It was Lefty, so it doesn't matter.
Don't kill the magic.
Yeah, the match was so terrible you didn't even post it. I won 6-0.
What about that? I mean, yeah, I'm not going to throw you back in there with Dan Mosier on the right arm, though, mate. That ain't going to happen.
No.
Because joking aside, Dan Mosier, bad dude. Extremely powerful.
Terrible.
So, guys, before we jump off, I just want to say also, if you guys are not aware of the change and the update on armwrestlingforums.com, in the modern world of arm wrestling, very, very difficult to keep yourself up to date, keep yourself up to speed. One way you can do that really effectively is with armwrestlingforums.com, okay? It's basically a newsletter, and in short, you get an email every Monday with links to all the major arm wrestling happenings, interesting discussions and topics that are bouncing about in the sport, and it's an easy way to stay up to date with what's happening, and it's free, okay? So sign-up's right there on the front page, and it's still armwrestlingforums.com. That's armwrestlingforums.com, guys. Get over there and get yourself signed up. Keep you up to date on what's going down in the sport of arm wrestling. Massive thanks also to Western Survivor Beef Jerky, Adam Vandal's own greatest beef jerky in the fucking world. Joking aside, if you have not tried this stuff, what the are you thinking? It is the wizard's tits. Ladies and gents, we're going to jump off show 105. I want you to head over and support Evan Burgoyne on his live in a few minutes. Please like, share, and subscribe here. Like at Arm Wars. Please subscribe to our guest tonight, John Thompson, Uncle John's Arm Wrestling Show. Get over there, give him a sub. You know this man works harder than anybody in the business. Pound for Pound Arm Wrestling, Ryan Blue Bowen. Get over there, sub. If you want anything from there, code Supernatural will get you some straps, handles, garments. We need to do some kind of a collab where we get him over there with a Bowen shirt. All kinds of stuff. 44% stronger. All kinds of. Have you still got any Toddzillas left? You never know what he's got knocking about.
No, the Toddzillas are done. They're all gone. Missed the boat on the Toddzillas.
God damn it! But you can still get straps and handles, mother fluffers. Ladies and gents, get over to the Voice of Arm Wrestling for everything you need in arm wrestling. If you're a new guy coming in, you won't find a bigger archive of how to do this thing right from Team Latvia. Get over to the Voice, check him out, tune in. Don't let his young face fool you. A lot of experience in the Voice of Arm Wrestling, ladies and gents. This has been show 105 of The Fix, mother fluffers. Until we see you next time, take it easy, peeps.
What's Ray taking a photo of?